subscribe with notifications on.
Hello and welcome to today's class. So I hope everyone has been doing good. It has been long since I have posted a tutorial about Bonsai Beam, but today we're going to dive deep into another new concept about Bonsai Beam, and we'll be learning how to set up a multi-story project in Bonsai Beam, which I realized has been a challenge for most of us. So I'll create a simple project. You remember when you are creating projects, you come and choose the IFC demo project, and then I create a project. And then now you can see my workspace should come. So the IFC type product, it contains everything that you need so that you can start creating a project. So another thing we need to know is like setting up your project in Bonsai Beam. For example, let me go to top view, which is numpad 7. So my mouse was not on the viewport, so I'm on the top view. So I can create a simple, I can save the file, overwrite. So when I want to set up a project, for example, let's say I want to create a simple two-story house. So let me create a simple walls. For example, let me choose the 200 millimeters wall, and then I come draft it. So for example, let's say I want it to be 5 meters, and then by wire 5 meters, then x 5 meters, then I can close by shift C and then enter. So for example, let me say this was my house. So as you can see, this is story 1, and the spatial geometry, which is the project overview first when you come to property sets for Bonsai Beam. You can see we have different things. We have my project, which is the overall project that you're working on. Then you have my site. This is where your building is located. And we have my building and my story. So we can rename the building, let's say a 2-story, or let's say a tutorial house. Tutorial house. And then enter. So for example, let's say now the story, I can rename it to ground floor. So let me also create another story. So make sure when you're creating another story, you have selected your building. For example, if you are on a default project, this will be my building. So select it, come to this section, IFC building story, then create add. So I can rename it to, for example, let me say first floor. And then I click OK. But now, when let me set the first floor as the default, and let me draw a simple wall. So you can see even after creating the first floor, the walls still appear on the ground floor. This is because the elevation of the first floor is still under 0 meters. So the trick is here, and be keen here. So at the spatial decomposition, you can see you have this section. It's turned off, so it's not visible. So I turn it on, it's visible. Then I unlock it first. Then scroll down here, and then you can see you have the IFC building story first floor. So I'll select the first floor, come and click G, Z, and then I can click 3 meters. And then you can see you have this empty in Blender. So this empty is our first floor elevation, and we have set it to 3 meters. Okay, then you can maybe lock it, and then you can choose to hide it or just keep it visible. So let me try drawing a wall again, then enter. And now you can see you have the wall on the first floor. For example, let's say I'm creating a multi-story building. You always don't want to like recreate all the walls from scratch. So for example, let me say I select all these walls. I want them to go to the first floor. So I'll come to first make sure the floor I want to move them is set as default. For example, you can see under special decomposition, default is first floor. I'll come to here, we have the assign container. For example, if I wanted these walls to assign them to the first floor, I just click assign. So I don't want to assign them, I want to copy them. So I'll click there, and then now you can see have it. So you go creating like that. For example, if you want another third floor, an elevation of 6 meters, so you continue adding them like that. Okay, I hope that is understandable for now. So if you have any other challenge, next time we'll try creating a full building with bonsai beam. So but for now, I hope everyone has understood about it, and then we'll dive deeper into the other stuff later. So if you like the content, feel free to subscribe, like and share so that we can continue posting more content. So thank you for your time.